guys, James here with UFSU University, coming at you with a Azwel deck profile brought to you by J.T. This deck's coming out a little bit later than expected, I apologize. But Azwel's really difficult. He's not the easiest character to build. So it took me a little bit more time, but I finally got to it. And I finally finished it, so let's get into the profile. Azwel is a 631 with all Chaos Void. We're playing this deck under all. Your attack, your opponent discards the top 3 cards of their deck. If no attack cards were discarded this way, draw 1 card, and your opponent discards 5 more cards from the top of their deck. And then commit 1 foundation. Your opponent discards the top 3 cards of their deck. If all of those cards share the same control, this attack gets +6 or -6 damage. So defensively, he negs 6 damage. Offensively, +6 damage. And he basically mills about 6 cards every attack, plus depending on how the mills go. So I built this deck more on a remove your opponent's discard pile, mill your opponent out type of thing. But I took a lot of ideas from Tam and Tyler's decks that they gave me ideas for. So we'll get to the deck. It's a mill deck for Fatality. It's pretty simple. Play this, remove cards from the game. To keep with that, we're playing 2 Oicho Throw. It's a safe stun 1 throw, so you can get some poke damage in. It's a 2 for 5. You remove the top card of your opponent's deck and get +X damage equal to the block modifier. So you increase your damage as well as just getting removing a card from the game. 2 Swordbreaker. It's a 3 high block with Breaker 2 that discards the top 2 cards of my opponent's deck, which is really nice. And then I can give this multiple 1 and if they are both foundations. If they're both foundations, I take the first attack I played during the turn, stick in momentum, give this multiple 1, and then you can just multiple 1, which means you're getting a mill 6, 6, 7, 8, remove 1 with this one if this is the one you have, 6 more on the other one depending on how all of the abilities work, which is really good. We're playing 1 Wandering Pirate to kind of synergize with the Azwel commit. You commit this and basically ready a foundation, so you don't really neg too much. Because we're removing and we like to play defense, we're playing 4 Regular Fire Style. You commit this. If this attack is completely blocked, you remove it from the game before damage step. So if you block a throw, full block a throw, you get rid of it. If you just full block anything, you just get rid of it and just limit the number of attacks they have, while also milling them out. We're playing 4 Ozeki. It's a 2/5 commit. Your attack is +2 damage. If it's blocked, your opponent removes 2 cards from the game. So you give your attack 2 damage. Give it 6 damage if you can with Azwel. And then when they block it, they mill 2. They'll mill over up here. They do a bunch of milling, and that's what we're trying to do. And I don't have this card yet, but we have our 7th cross coming in. It's 4 of Profane Sanctuary. We're mainly playing it because it's a spam, and the ability on the card says, once per turn, both players discard the top 2 cards of their deck. So, once per turn, depending on how many we have these out, me and my opponent both just mill. Just mill. And that's the idea. Because of how the deck works, we're playing 4 Nutcracker. It's a cool Breaker 2, as well as getting the ability to put this in, and then use Let's Cut Loose to try and pull it down. We can do a lot of cool combos like that, as well as just being able to get some damage in, as well as just drawing more cards and protecting ourselves. Giving this damage, making an 8, then making a 14 with this. They just don't have a low block. You just do some good damage. We're playing 4 Sense of Morals to go with Spam and the Nutcracker, because the idea is we're going to try and live and not die as much. We're going to block a lot, so we're going to play 2 Shadow Inheritance to make blocking easier, and as a low block. Because we want to bring things down, we play this. Works really well with the Nutcracker combo I just showed you, where you Nutcracker, bring this in, then you carry the Legacy this up to bring this down, and then you built the foundation you really wanted, which is really good to me. Next, we have the 4 Let's Cut Loose. It's add a card from a discard pile so we can block for sure with Azwel, as well as just drawing a free card. It's pretty nice. Has a 6 check, so we pass a lot of checks. As well as we can move a card from our card pool to our stationery as well. So we do the Nutcracker thing. Put it in, we can move it down immediately. We can do a lot of cool combos, and this just lets us live longer. We're playing 2 Jupiter Jazz to pick up all of our actions. And one of the main actions we pick up, Testermite. Testermite says E remove for all 3 of its abilities, and then if your attack has 5 damage or greater, you draw a card and your opponent mills 5 cards. If your attack's 10 damage or greater, you draw 2 cards and your opponent mills 10. If your attack's 15 damage or greater, you draw 3, your opponent mills 15. So like it's just more on the mill our opponent thing. That's all we're trying to do. And then obviously this picks up things. 1 Spell Circle, because we also don't have this. We don't have any 7th cross, so I'm working with what I got. Spell Circle is just a free add to momentum, as well as if for whatever reason we need to, we can enhance, make our opponent discard if this somehow ends up in our hands. Most of the time we're just going to use it to get free momentum and do cool things with it. And the cool things we like to do is draw extra cards with Hacker Extraordinaire. You can obviously like EX3 and do all the cool stuff off of our cards, but turn off our characters with Bebop Blues. It's mainly an engine to just be a 7-hander or cycle more cards with Hacker, basically. We're trying to just draw more cards, be more defensive. We're playing 1 Pit and 1 Stage Kill. Pit turns off keywords, and Stage Kill is just a good 3 high breaker 2 that we can add to our hand continuously with Pit. And then if we happen to get to the point where we can use its ability just to win the game, we can. But it's mainly just there for defensive purposes and turning off keywords. We're playing 4 High Seas Adventures. It's just defensive key pieces that just say, this tech has flash. I'm not dealing with the keywords. I'm just going to block this right now. Sometimes we can't really just block, so we play 4 Commander of the Outworld's Armies. Has Breaker 1, which is really nice, as well as after you take 4 more damage, you flip something you don't like in your opponent's staging area, and then their next attack gets -2. So like if your opponent has just some really cool card that's just been hurting you all game, you just get rid of it. And you don't have to worry about it till they play another one usually. To play more defensively, we're playing for Telekinetic Mastery. After your opponent gets a speed or damage bonus, check a 6. And then that attack gets -2 speed or -2 damage. So if you are going to block it, you give it -2 speed and you can block easier. If you're not, give it -2 damage and take less. Just simple defensive hate. 4 Fei to block better. You know, just flip it for -3 speed, has a low block, covers our zones. And then 1 Cormorant. It's a 1 mid with Breaker 2. It's a 3/5 that we can block with from our staging area. It's just a solid defensive piece, basically. That's all it's there for. Well, guys, that was the deck profile. Make sure to check out the other things we have on our YouTube channel. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/UFS University. We have a bunch of things on sale on our TCG player. Like, soon we're going to have a bunch of the 7th Cross stuff. This Let's Cut Loose specifically is on there. You can tell it has a different sleeve than the other ones. Actually, yeah, you can barely tell sometimes at the angle I was having it at originally. But that Let's Cut Loose is up there. There's a bunch of cool stuff up there that if you guys want to check it out, see if you need anything, feel free to. Make sure to come hang out with us on Sundays for our Sunday Fun Days. We really enjoy hanging out with you guys, talking to the community, playing games. Look out for a Guile deck coming out Tuesday. That one will be on time. I'm not going to mess that one up. Shout out to JT once again for the deck idea. It's actually a lot of hard work trying to figure it out. But thank you guys for checking out the video. And as always, stay learned.